We're here for another round 2 race in Alice's Mega Man 2 tournament. Watching our boys get a little bit of practice in. As soon as they're ready up, we will get ready to go here. Got a match between Bagler tonight and also Creblestar. Let's see, Bagler's PB looks to be 29-31. Rebels looks to be 30-11, so about a 50-second difference in their PBs, which means nothing in this race. I am really soft. How about that? Is that a little bit better? Before we start tinkering with controls. How's that? Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, sometimes I do get loud. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Because, yeah, I do have the mic away from me. Beautiful. All right. We're going to let the boys ready up here, and we're going to get this race underway. So we got Bagler here tonight. We also have Rebel. So about 50 seconds apart. We got a low 29. I was like 29-30 was there's 40 seconds difference, so not that much at all. Enough that I could change the course of events in this race. We'll see how the boys do right here. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Congratulations to Turtle, who just beat me 2 races to 0. About an hour and a half ago is when we just had our event. He will be moving on to face the winner of McBob and Warm Cabin. Alright, got Flash Stage started. Getting our little jumps just right to get it kicked off good. I'm not back by Creble. Nothing major. Not much to give or take here. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well tonight. If you were here for the last race, you're going to see Turtle movement on thebagler5 and much better move on Creble's side than I had. It's going to be exciting. Mistakes can happen at any moment, but we know when the real excitement happens as we get deeper into the wily stages. We do have a few races coming up that I will go over probably in between these 2 races. The upcoming races, the bracket, and all that good stuff. As we're coming up to the most dangerous jump in the game, Bagler and Creble executed it flawlessly. Alright, see how the flash fight goes for the boys. Alright, good fight from both. Little bits of wiggle. And here we are for the long cutscenes again. This is always the break time. Their timers are not. They should be. I would guess that they are. The timers may not be though. Yeah, it could be just a some type of a delay. But if it comes down to close enough, we'll be able to get it figured out. They got some really good people who can frame count it should it be necessary. But will it be? We'll find out here shortly in probably 30 minutes or so. They're taking the flash strat through here. Both opting the pause buffer and spot the buster there. I think Bagler may have tried a little bit of a despawn there. Oof, boy. Talk about dangerous, that's just, oh my goodness, this is bad. Bagler is gonna have to take this. Smart move, just take it. Creblestar, however, pulling the head. Do that. Oh no, he's got to despawn him. And then respawn him. He's gonna have to take a double dip here. This could be just the time Creble needed. See damage boost through here. 3 clean shots on. Bad news for the Bagler. This is going to be, that's one of the worst deaths. That's up there with the Boo Beam death. Bagler unfortunately hitting the horns coming through here too. Alright, beautiful job by Creble through Airman though. Great pattern starting out. Might have hit that damage boost just a touch early, but still 2-cycled him. Bagler back at the pit of despair. That would make sense if you love the Princess Bride as much as I do. Creble moving on. Again, last long cutscene until we get to Heatman. Alright, Creble's got what he needed to even this up. This is exactly the type of thing he was needing. Now consistency becomes key more than anything for him. Let's see what we got strat-wise here for Bagler. Just deciding to run straight through. Typical normal way. Hoping not to grab any of these drops right here. Great job. Creble into quick stage. You know, the nerves definitely got lightened up a little bit if he's paying attention and watching. Good little clip there. Bagler not getting the good patterns, but he got the good shots. Very nicely done on air. Creble hitting that first shot as he's jumping up. Hard shot to get, but really vital to keep it moving through there. As he drops down into the quick lasers. Definitely not going to see any flash from these guys. Creble going to do some head bops though. Nice little jump there. I think he tried to go for that 1-2 screens up. Alright, super job by Creble. Bagler's turn. So we got about a 1 level difference minus the boss. Let's see what kind of pattern Creble's going to get here from Quick. Bagler took a death in Airman. Trying to pause buffer over the gap after the floating platforms. He missed the first ledge that you get to there. So yeah, unfortunately he took a death there. On top of that, he also missed his shots and had to wait for the double cycle of the platform to come around because he was too far right, so he had to go back left, respawn the air dude, try it again, and then still took a death. So it was a little bit more than just a typical death. Alright, Creble with the flash up in middle. He's put himself in pretty nice little hole, but if anybody can dig himself out, it's Bagler. Creble not playing around though, mistake free so far. This is what he needs, beautiful. Alright, see what Quick's got for Bagler over here. Nice medium pattern. Oh, then it's going all the heck. Oh my goodness. Woohoo. know Bagler's sweating over there with that one. Alright, Creble mashing down the spring. On to Middleman, which is probably the easiest boss with or without your weapon power. Great job. Jump a little bit before half screen, then just do a couple little tap jumps. Beautiful job by Bagler so far at the drills. And through them with no worries. Let's see if Creble's going to knock the lag out of the item 2 here. I love the lag strat in a race. PBs, I get rid of the lag, but if I'm in a race, I'm going lag every time. Bagler up on the item 2 beautifully. Got through Clown Gear Nose guy. Whatever his name is, I don't know what it is, but it's Clown Gear Nose. Both having really great levels. Bagler was just with that hiccup at air. Oh. Creble a little bit too close to jump at the fish there. Minus that air, it's been really great runs from both of them. Uh-oh. Bagler missed his jump, recovered nicely. Nothing you can do about that drop, Creble. Awesome job on the fish. Ooh, that's such a scary jump. And just hold right here. Jump and shoot at the last one. Bam! Into bubble we go. See what kind of a lag he's going to throw out for us here. Beautiful job by Bagler. Yep, lag city, boys. Smoke coming out of that NES. Bagler playing really, really well too. A little bit cleaner through the fish. The bubble lead on to John Arbuckle. Oop. These two jumps are really tight. Bagler just missed right there. They have to be really precise or you're going to die. Same thing here with heat. You can hold right through here if your jumps are right. Creble taking the safe route and blasting the dude out of the air. Good bonk. Oh no, it's a good bonk of the head. Oh, 2 spring hits. Bagler's walking into bubble. Great item 2 placement. Really good job by Creble. Skedaddle right through that. No problem. Bagler down with bubble. Kind of a low item 2 placement there from Creble. It looks like a good time to pause buffer. Nicely done. See what Bagler's going to bring. Can he bring the heat? Sorry. Creble gonna give us a bubble head? No, not there. Oop, not there either. Just hold right, Bagler. You got this. Creble in with a nice hit. Got a 30-90. Eh. Could definitely be worse. Could absolutely be better. Beautiful item 2 by Bagler. These two item 2s are pretty difficult to get. Easy to miss, easy to lose ticks, which cause problems later in the stage. Those guys did really good though. Bagler making his way through. Great item 2s through there also. That Bagler does have slightly smaller jumps to get where he's going, which does help him move a little bit faster here and there. Although he is, there he goes. I'm gonna just go ahead and pause there to swap into his weapon. These hateful kangaroo rabbits. Alright, Creble matching them down beautifully. Grabbing the ladder and then swapping the heat to make sure you just fall off the ladder when you hit start again. Oh, we got a 90-30. Kangar bats. Oh, Roodoos. The doo-doo-roos. See if George Clooney is going to come out against Creble here. Oh. No hurt there. George Clooney did not make an appearance. Very nice. Creble keeping the gas on here. Good despawn. Beautiful second despawn. The Kangar bats could be called anger bats. Yeah, he's called George Clooney because he's the worst bat ever. That second bat at Woodman. Oh, a little bit of a damage right there from Creble. Still staying about a stage ahead though. This is a little bit longer stage than some of the other ones. Ground chicken. Creble holding nothing back here. Yeah, he's waiting to hear that third charge. You can't start charging until Woodman's energy fills up. Whereas in the refights, you can start charging it as soon as you go through the door. You can be holding it before you go in the door. And it'll start as soon as it possibly can on the first available frame. But here, you just kind of have to guess it. Oh, we got by George. Bagler getting by George. It's not today, Batman. Oh, nice despawn on the bat. Double despawn, very nice. Damage boosting alpha. Ooh. I heard a little bit. Oh, these item 2s are not going well. Creble with a great recovery. A little bit too far to the right on that item 2. Bagler with the item 2 strat. Picking up a little bit. And Bagler going with the damage. Kind of helps time it out a little bit. Alright, nice. Creble going up through the middle. Yeah, it's best to pause at damage on these guys. If you're going to take damage somewhere and know you're going to take it and you've got to swap, that's definitely the best time to swap. Ooh, missing that item 3 though. Creble leaking a little bit here and there. But so far he's doing great. The Bagler is picking it up. Great item 2s by Bagler there. Try for the double hit. Nope. But he got it finished up quick enough. Good crash fight. And moving on, Dr. Wowie. Yeah, but Bagler is making that room here. Oh, heck no. I didn't even run Crash first until 6 months ago. Just even playing around. I was like, how could anybody ever possibly beat this dude? Because I had just discovered Buster only runs. Alright, Creble deciding to skip that first one at that screen. Good pixels though. Alright, here goes Creble into Wily 1. Got to turn around on the bird so he gets the eggs behind him so that, you know, he's not going to be coming out in front of him anymore. Ooh! Very nicely done by Bagler on Crash. Oh! Good job by Creble. Very nice job. Good item 3 too. Is he going to get it here? There he goes. Nice item 3s. Bagler himself running into Wily. Up and around, very nice. This long, boring climb here. Really not much going on with this ladder. Alright, we're going to see the heat from Creble. Seems, ooh, nice wiggle by Bagler. Seems to be the favorite here lately, people running heat. I end up needing heat or using heat mostly at for the wood refight. So I've opted to use quick here. Even though that is slightly quicker. Nice item 3 by Bagler too. That's a bad spot that it's kind of costly. It can be. Beautiful pixels by Bag. Lost a little bit there. He'll be alright. Double duty. I love it. That's such a sketchy item 2 placement right there. Oh, Peach Dragon. The DOS Mega Man? No, I've seen Angry Video Game Nerd review it. The only thing I can remember and I know about that game is that stupid dog at the beginning. I've never actually played it myself, no. I'd like to. G's like, no. Creble flashing through the hallway here. It looks terrible, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Saving an item 1 there. I would like to just play the Game Boy Mega Man games. I finally got comfortable with 1 through 6 for like casual playthroughs. Hey, look at the wiggles going on by Creble. He dancing. He dancing. I imagine I would be pretty horrible at it though. I would like to try the Game Boy games. Creblestar nixing these guys. Oh, I was gonna say he's nixing them out pretty quick right here. So I get ready to say he better be careful, make sure he doesn't tinky any. Oh, did you? Oh, nice. I think 5 is up there with 4. Like it's really close. If it wasn't for the charge not charging when you slide, it's just like the movement doesn't feel quite as I think 4 was like peak Mega Man feel. I think that's where that was the. It's not my favorite of the 6, but I think it's the peak feel. Who's my favorite? But 1 and 4 are battling out in my head right now. 1 saying nostalgia, I was here first. 4's like, yeah, but I'm the shit. Play me more. So it's always like the comparison of like 1 and 4 bopping in. Nicely done with Creble. Dropping into Wily Sewer. Avoiding the spikes. Who put spikes in the sewer? Oh yeah, not the music. I love Pharaoh and Skullman designs. Those are my 2 favorite boss designs of the OG 6 games. Those little energy grabs aren't much, but Rebel again. Short stage, but he's at the boss just as Bagler's starting. But here's where it all comes to, fruition. Is this the run? Krebel's doing great, but he's got to get past Boo Beam. If he can get by Boo Beam clean, he might be able to wrap this up. Krebel's not going to give him a moment. I mean, not Krebel. Bagler's not going to give him a chance to do it. I option to go. I'll fill up his item 1 there. Okay. I think Bagler's okay with his item placement, so that'd be another 2-3 seconds, whatever it may be. Very nicely done by Creble. Yeah, I saw on his stream, visited it for the first time yesterday. Surprising not an item 3 there. And I saw that he plays a bunch of instruments. I was like, I wonder if G knows this dude. Alright, here we go for Creble. This is where it kind of starts. Like the first 2-3 pits, aren't anything to worry about. Like this one's like, he does have a lot of item 3 though. Alright, going with the item 2 here. I thought he might would go with the item 1 down through there since he had picked it up. Okay, going with the item 1 up. So he's just going to item 1 through the hallway here. Not what you want. Very nicely done there though. Alright. Oh, very good job over Sniper Joe. Bagler into the first easy pit. Alright, here it comes. Alright, Creble opting to use the E-Tank here. This is good for Bagler. I'm sure Creble knows he's... Oh my gosh, that was so close. Alright, Creble held it. Refight time. Ooh, Creble trying to make it close on us here though. Spectacular job. Yeah, Bagler picking it up here. Into quick man. No damage transfer. Quick down. Alright, going to usual boss order. The first 2, who's he going to here? Alright, taking my route it looks like. having to stay in air for this fight due to the use of heat at the dragon. Which isn't bad. 2 horrible patterns for Creble from Airman. Not taking that health. He said, I don't need it. Shooting Buster at heat there is a little bit quicker. Okay. Bagler is, I didn't see the boss order of Bagler when I'm watching Creble over here, even though they're both on the same screen. Bagler had a chance for the wood pattern. Creble into his final one. Onto the machine. Great machine fight. Very, very nice machine fight from Creble. Bagler moving into his last boss. Alright, see what kind of Wily machine Bagler's got as we're moving up through here. Oh, super good job on the Wily machine. Alright, here we go, Creble. This is it. Have a good alien, and you can wrap it up. But can he? We'll find out here shortly. And I honestly don't know either. A great start. Looks like he missed one bubble. Looks like it's going to be a great job. Super good runs. Congrats. Alright, let's see what Bagler's got here. See how his time turned out. Creble with a 30-27. Getting close to that PB. 16 seconds off in a race is very good. Good job by Bagler there, and excellent job. GG's, boys. GG's. 30-59 versus 30-27. The first round goes to Creble. Alright, we're going to let the boys ready up. We're going to let them get a drink, whatever they may need to do. Alright, Creblestar with the win. GG's, boys. Great race. Alright, so while they're getting ready, let's go down here and check on some of this other info. Sorry about that. I was reading, not a strong suit of mine. Alright. So as of now, the only other game we have coming up is Mr. Cav vs. Creblestar. Coming up Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to be an early game. It's going to be a really early game. 9:30 Eastern. That's going to be good for the Euro crowd, though. Let's see. All right, so yeah, Creblestar and Mr. Cav, the winner of that match will go on to face the winner of Hayfield and Giochi versus Tom, who we haven't had scheduled yet. But that's really about it. Just one other match so far besides this one, Saturday at 9:30 a.m. So that's early. It's on a Saturday. Maybe you guys can come here and check it out. Alright. Our boys are in the room here. We're gonna let them get ready to go. Creble taking down. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping to see more. So, some matches that we do have coming up are McBob and Warm Cabin. We do have that match. We have Bagler and Creblestar here in the middle of it. Kiwatar Mr. Cab, which is coming up. We have Satoko versus Zernies. That's going to be one coming up. So the winner of this match will face Stalwart Turtle in the next round. So Turtle is definitely going to be watching this to see what he's got going on and, you know, see how everybody's doing. Are we going to have 3 races? He might not have a lot of info to go on, and Creble can bring the pain right here. So hopefully Bagler is going to try to pull it back up. So yeah, the winner of this race will go on to face Stalwart Turtle in, what's this, round 3? So that will be a round 3 match for Turtle. And the only other round 3 match we have at the moment is Zernies versus Satoko. Working, who has moved on to round 3, is waiting on the winner of Bob and Warm Cabin. So that's the update on that so far. Like I said, the only other scheduled match, Mr. Cab, Kiwatar, Saturday at 9:30. So Betty. Let's see. Can I get a link to this? I'll see if I can get a link. Alright. Here we go, boys. We know that music. We know what's happening. It started. Alright, typical Flash man here. Open this back. Alright. Clean start to both by both fellas. Alright, fandom, here is a link to Alice's Discord. You'd have to speak with them. I think there's a role they need to give you to be able to get the tourney. But I'm not sure. I'm not involved with any of that. Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined type of thing. You'd have to speak with Aural or Alice, Louie, like somebody in charge. It's Alice's server. So you'd have to speak with somebody above my pay grade. I'm just a donkey. Bagler getting into the flash door first. Yes, sir. Both of them with good jumps. Let's see what we got going here. Simultaneous deaths. Looks like we may be synced up around here. Yeah, the clouds really hurt him. That was really like the catastrophe he didn't need. It could be, you know, race related. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on there that it could have been. It's definitely within the possibility that he can make this a 3-race event. We're about to find out here, though. So, Bob, who is it that you had? You got Warm Cabin coming up in your race. Very nice. Good luck to both of you guys. Hope you both do well. Yeah, it's very costly. Yeah, it's one of those like boo beam things. It's just as bad time wise because it's catastrophic because you don't have the flash to get back over this. You gotta wait again. That Creb will try to go for a spawn, a despawn there. Alright, both boys looking pretty good here. Oh, Creble got the despawn. Pause buffering to make sure. Both pause buffering. Smart move in a race scenario. You can say F it and go for it when you're doing PBs, but unless you're extremely good and confident in your skill, just pause play for that. Because that's a bad place. And with anything being possible in races, as we've already seen, that's like the last thing you need. Creble getting to Fan Man first, but doing well. He tried to wiggle, but missed it. Bagler shooting on ahead. Alright, they are running side by side right here. Yeah, the item ones, yeah, they're beautiful to see though. Indian runners are really good when at the item one to the clouds. Alright, bad pattern for Bagler. Creble got the good one. Not being able to take advantage of it. Looks like Bagler's just a touch ahead on the kill. Good fights from both though. You know, I never tried to jump from it as a kid until I started learning the run. I just rode it around. It's like the donkey from Shrek. Instead we're going hee-haw, hee-haw. Yeah, I like that pause buffer though. It's good for people who are terrible like I am. It really, and it makes it safe, makes it comfortable. You know, you can get on when you're running. Cribble giving us the bird here. Yeah, I use it sometimes here on Flash in this run on the next to last screen of the lasers to get over that ledge, but that's a old difficult or Rockman strat. Cause I do play a lot of difficult. There's some of the stuff I do, like usually I would through the hallway and Wily too, so it's oh, very good shots from Bagler there. Fantastic job. Creble also coming through beautifully. These boys are roasting it. I got some head bops. Look at this, man. This is what you like. Bagler choosing the walk, Creble taking the jump. Oh, look at that. It's like watching the Dallas cheerleaders, only better. What's up, Webra? Yes, sir. You've seen a great race so far. First race was really good too. But look at this. This has been neck and neck, literally. Just how Dracula likes it. Dude, I said that in one of my commentary. I felt stupid. I still feel stupid, but I felt really stupid for a week. Alright, Bagler having a little bit of issues, but so is Creble. Both of them just going with it. Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it, Majora? Really good job. I'm enjoying this. It's like even the timers are synced. It's a good judgment. Mr. Pink Bubblegum. Yeah, that's the good thing about the Mega Man 2 run. There's so many different things you can do, and there'd be negligible time loss due to like how good you are in your movements. Yeah, Creble's slightly ahead, not by much, but yeah, Creble's definitely got. Try not to. Oh no, I was gonna say trying not to jinx him. Look what I did. I jinxed Bagler. Holy Moses! Bagler taking the hit there, falling a little bit behind. Creble coming through the drill area cleanly though. Not a big deal, but it is a time loss that you don't want to see. That's more of like a mental buster than anything else. Creble up to the clown gear nose, dude. Bagler also. Coming through this section clean for both guys. Creble knocking that second one out. Bagler just jumping over him. Low health for Bagler, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, he was making some really good, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Creble's definitely going to have to, like, keep the pace because Bagler's going to, Bagler's definitely going to close the gap and bypass them, all things being equal. But a mistake here, a mistake there. Rebel is like, we don't need no mistakes. I want to go home. Give me 2-0. Bagler is a top seed for this. Bagler is a 5 seed, I believe. Let me check that. Bagler 5 seed, Creblestar with a 12 seed. But the time differences aren't nearly as big as the seed difference, so don't let that be any indication of anything. Creble is a fantastic runner. Very solid. I believe I've heard Bagler mention he is a little rusty. But it looks like he does have the cleaner movements from possibly running it a little bit more in the past. Alright, Creble getting to the big fish, okay. Very nice shot from the Bagler there. Blue Angel Hallway. Tough little jump there. I think that's a 1 frame, that one Creble just missed. That one that Bagler just hit. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a 1 frame. Whether it's a 1 or 1,000 frame, that sucker's hard to hit. Such a dangerous jump right there. Bagler with a damage boost, which is great. Yeah, like I said, with the seeding, it doesn't matter. There's not, like I said, all it takes is just one mistake at this level. If somebody makes a mistake, it's going to be extremely tough for them, no matter who it is, at what level. 3 bubbles here from Creble. 3 bubbles from Bag, too. Looks like that one shot went through him. Very good job from both boys. Getting ready to go into John Arbuckle here. Both guys looking really, really good. Movements look great. Alright, here we go. Just hold right here. If you know where to mash, you never have to let off. No walk ubbing. Creble going, she's shooting the guy. Bagler also. Much safer to do that. You got some big ones on you if you're going under him in a race. Really nice job on the item 2s by both guys. Really nice one on Creblestar too. Alright, no ticks from the dudes. Manipulate the telly there. Not to be confused with Teletubby. These guys are much less scary. It very well could be. Last time we saw a 30-90 and then a 90-30. So they both were equal. They just had it in the opposite ways. Alright, both across the gap nicely. I better watch it. Not trying to curse Bagler again. Alright. Yeah, taking, if you jump quick enough, you can come out of that knockback animation faster when the mechs do hit you. So that's why you see the fellas jumping out of these damage boosts. Trying to get Mega Man to get on it. Like, we ain't got time for your thing, dude. Pretty similar. Alright, for this long cutscene, I'm going to do what I normally do during the game. You have to excuse me for about 30 seconds. I need to run to the restroom. I apologize. Enjoy the long cutscene. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. My apologies as we into Woodman here just before George Clooney. I had me 2 Pepsis just prior to and during the race with Turtle right before this, so whew, they were hitting me hard, fellas. Oh, Creble with a hiccup right here. This is what Bagler needed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not what Creble needed though. Bagler has been playing tight. Very nice. Bagler moving ahead, damage boosting off the Chicken. Creble's going to go for ground Chicken again, but he doesn't have enough item 2 to get through the third one, so he's got to wiggle here. Yeah, not huge from Creble, but it's enough. Alright. Bagler in the crash, my favorite soundtrack of the game. Let's see if he can extend his lead here. Damage boosting off the telly. Alright. Creble also getting the damage boost in. Alright, clean item 2 from Bagler there. Creble getting through it okay. Nice item 2. Bagler's moving along though. Alright, good little quick jump up from Bagler there. Creble is right on him though. Let's see what kind of a climb we have here. This could extend the lead or tighten it very easily. Creble once again missing that item 3, unfortunately. Playing that one a little bit safer. Enabling Bagler to pull just a little bit more ahead. Very nice. Alright, See what Creble's got for Crash. The double hit. Tightening the gap up a little bit. Very good. We got a race here, folks. This entire time. Are we going to see a race 3? It's Baglers to lose at this point. Coming down to Wily 4, who knows? But Bagler knows he has to have this one. All the pressure's on him. Creble didn't have the pressure. Bagler missing that first wiggle though. Deciding to go through it. Creble got the slow wiggle there. But he got it. Oh, Creble missed an item too. Oh no. Now he's back on. Another little costly mistake there from Creble. But all these little time losses can be completely reversed with any number of sections throughout this run. From their item usage, you know, to just a plethora of things. Alright, Bagler going with quick. Bringing it in old school style. One for the old folks. Alright, Peach Dragon coming up here. A movie people from my generation were forced to watch during elementary school and never understood what's going on. Super good mash by Bagler there. Super good job from Creble too. And Bagler moving ahead, getting a little mini jump there, getting that first shot off the spring dude so he can move through here with ease. He's got his item 2 going. I think as a kid, metal was always my go-to. Like, I always did metal first. Because you had an E-tank to get, you know. Then you could just use it everywhere else. Get through all the stages. Yeah, like, as a kid, like, it was just metal. Like, I had no, you know, I had no other knowledge about the game other than use metal. Bagler coming into the choppers. First little part that might be a little troublesome, but he's getting through it fine here. Damage boosting off that one chain to save the item 1. I choose to jump over to take the damage coming down. Creble also getting through the chomper is very nice. On to Piku Piku. No RG in this boss. So it shouldn't give the fellas any problems. Not these guys. Casually, these dudes can be hateful. It'd be hard to imagine them even taking a hit. Bagler done first, naturally. Creble getting a tink there. Taking just a touch longer to also kill the boss. Giving up a second or two he don't need to give. Not that that 1 or 2 seconds is going to, you know, hurt him if a Bagler misses Boo Beam. Right. Swapping on into quick before he starts the stage. Notice the guys will be just a little bit to the left as they're falling down right there, so that on that final screen transition they can hold right as the screen transitions and start walking. Bagler bumping his head. I'm not a head bumper right there. I've never bumped my head here where Creble is getting ready to come up to momentarily. I've always just did a slight jump up on that edge right here. I've never bopped my head there ever. I think if I bop my head, I tend to not think about it. It's like just not built into it. I'm just so used to it. Went up that little jump. Bagler taking an extra hit there. Inconsequential, I'm sure. Setting up for gut stank. Creble did come through a little bit cleaner though. Ooh, almost one cycle that from Creble, man. Yeah, I figured if I tried it, I would do it. Like I've never had any issues like this constant, like just jumping right up to that. Even before I knew the route or anything, like it's been just like my safe little jump. Like I'm just like so used to that jump. Really good job by Bagler with the item 3 there. Like he's getting some rust knocked out of these runs as he's moving along. Alright, Bagler into the pit first. Damage boosting through the spikes. That's probably a safety hit off that one telly. I like jumping a little further and harder just to make sure I clear it. Like I'll gladly take that damage boost. Opting to go with, oh my goodness, opting to go with item 1 here. A little bit close right there though. If he's, like I say, if he's wanting to use item 1 there, he's going to be hurting. Okay, he's going to wood through the hallway here. Going to play it safe. Alright, very nice job. Here it is. The make it or break it run. Bagler up. First crash beams down. He got the jump. So far so good for Bag. As Creble enters into Boo Beam. Both walls down. Opting not to go for a damage boost here. Or damage transfer. Excuse me. Creble also having no problems. Oh, there's a problem though. Creble slightly behind due to a missed wall shot there. Very, very tough to hit that wall. I don't know what the pixels are. I think it's like 2 pixel window to get the double shot in without the wood, using the wood thing. Quick man jumping everywhere. Bag chasing him down though. Good crash. See what Creble's got real quick. Alright, good job. Very nice. Bagler getting the wood strat in on Airman. Super good job. Oddly enough, didn't go straight to bubble though. Still opted to go to the buster for that first shot. Creble getting the damage boost off the tornado to get in closer. Bagler knocking out Bubble. Metal Man, the hardest boss in the game. Alright. Wily Machine, here we go. Excellent job on Wily Machine. Look at that. Super good job on the first phase. Fantastic job on second phase. Super good kill. Alright. Down to the end. Oh, Creble better watch out. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's a little bit close right there on his health. For some reason I thought that was the first phase. Like, oh my god, he's only got 4 health in the second phase. I was hoping it was going to have links to the runners. I can get those myself. Bagler into the alien. See what he's got. Damage boost. Oh, miss those 2 shots. Alright, Bagler is done. My goodness, folks. My goodness, folks. We're having a round friggin' 3. We are on to round 3. Alright, I'm gonna get this room set up for the fellas here. And then we'll fix that. Fantastic job from both guys. Bagler coming back, evening it up. 1-1. Alright, there we go. Got the boys into a room here. Here we go. Got Bagler, we got Creble in. The final race. Brung what you brung. The end of good tidings. Friendship thrown out the window. Elbows from the top rope. Who knows what's going to happen here. Moving in 1-1. Game 3 coming right up. Just as soon as the boys get ready, they're going to take a break. Let them get their wits together. Hopefully I can make it through this run with a bathroom break. Without a bathroom break. He said the next race we got coming up Sunday, 9:30. Who was that? Mr. Cab versus Uatar, which will be... Mr. Cab is seeded at 14th. Uatar is seeded at 3. So tough job ahead coming from Mr. Cab. Races we don't have yet. Satoko versus Zernes, which as far as I know has not been scheduled, but I'm sure is getting worked out. And Stalwart Turtle will be facing the winner of this next race. Whoever wins this will be moving on to face Turtle in round 3. And then McBob and Warm Cabin is a matchup that will be coming soon, along with Giochi and Cleveland Tom. So that's the upcoming match has not been scheduled yet. Satoku versus Zernes, McBob versus Cabin, Giochi versus Cleveland Tom, and finally Turtle versus the winner of these. So we'll hear more about those upcoming 4 matches sometime soon we'll let you know the next commentary. So, stick around, stay tuned. 9:30 Sunday. Get up, get you some breakfast. Come hang out. Enjoy it a little bit. Hey, we like bands and mutes, baby. Bring me them things. Let's see here. While I post a couple links for the results of these races right here. Make sure the boys get the credit they do so deserve. Alright, third race will be coming up here shortly. They have got the timer going, so what's the delay? Oh my gosh, they're both starting up, 8 seconds to go. Holy crap, boys, this is it. Race friggin' 3. Run what you brung, your mama ain't coming to save you. So let's see what we got here. Looks like our screens are going to be synced up very nicely. Thanks again to SpeedGaming for hosting us and doing all the work for me. I ain't had to do nothing. You know what I mean? I just sit here and enjoy it with you dudes. That's the best part about this. I get to watch this and just hang out and view my rhetoric. Probably hear my dog slopping water in the background. Oh, Bagler getting that little bit of a health drop. No bueno. A little bit makes me mad. But it's going to be an insignificant amount at the end of the day. Boys coming down with the ice physics. Why a guy who stops time was given time in ice physics, I'll never quite understand. Whatever. I get it, I guess. He's blue. When he's blue, we can make him the ice. Nintendo logic. Creble having a really, really good fight. Bagler going underneath. Diving for the 1 yard line underneath the lineman. Freeze time. He's slick. Always time for a cold one. Ice cold long neck beer never let me down. Yeah, from what I understand, yeah, the levels were designed before they got the fan submissions in, which is why it is believed that Heatman was originally like a sewer level, but when they got the boss choices and went with them, they chose to change it to red and make it lava, so that it's not a sewer. But I think originally, who knows, Abe Lincoln told me not to read everything on the internet, so, I trust what Abe Lincoln said. But I heard that was originally a sewer stage. I do know one thing. Whoever did the music, chef's kiss to that guy or gal. Yeah, you gotta trust old Abe, man. Abe wouldn't lie to you. If he told me not to believe everything on the internet, I believe Abe told me not to believe everything on the internet. I got you, Abe. 6'6" and full of facts. Creblestar under. Bagler just despawned it because he ain't got time for that. Kreble's across this good. No pause buffer needed, and Bagler choosing to take it. I think he might would have been safe, but definitely safer to just take the pause buffer there and say screw it. This is a race, man. We ain't trying to PB nothing here. We're just trying to beat the other dude, and it's race 3. Nerves are ratcheted up for both right now. Creble might have had a lot of nerve-free hoping Bagler would make a mistake in the second match, but he didn't. Once again, it's very tight right here. So Bagler's a little bit further behind than he was in the first race, but we've also seen that Bagler can definitely get through the stages a little bit quicker than Creble can generally. So he can make up a little bit, this little bit that he's getting behind here. Yeah, I think the rust has, I'm not sure how much he practiced before tonight or even the tournament period. I think I have heard him mention about he's got some, he feels a little rusty. So I could very well see like that being an issue. But like I said, it looks like he got through that just fine. He does seem much calmer now though. Creble's been a beacon of calmness throughout this entire run. Creble's been really, really like solid and consistent. You can see that Bagler is definitely the quicker runner, but Creble has probably had more practice here recently because he's a little bit more consistent in what he's doing. Bagler's picking up the time and places, but then he's taking a hit that's really easy to hit unless you're in the shape of practicing. I said it's just a second or two. There's not very much difference here. Creble's just going to have to keep pushing it. He's doing great though. I'm not sure if either guy is listening to commentary or not. Alright, down the pipe. Good first shot by Creblestar on Flame Dude. Also by Bagler. That's the one guy that can be hateful because they get to do a lot of damage, so you don't really be trying to hit them. You want to bust them down, but you don't want to slow down either, so if you can get that first shot on that first jump, you've done yourself a huge favor. If you can do it consistently, pat yourself on the back. The guys are moving down to the lasers with the greatest of ease. It's Creblestar and Bagler putting Quickman to his knees. Hopefully. Coming into the mix. Sniper Joe brought the heat in this game. Beautiful job by both. I thought the Bagler was a little tighter against that mech. Hey, if you're going to turn into a fish, don't show up in Wily 3. Neither one of you. Oh, great fight by both. Bagler with an exceptional fight. Really good fight from Creblestar. Losing it half a second at a time. Which could easily be the difference in the menu right now. A bad menu from Creble. Or a password %. Alright, let's see if either of these guys are going to go for the no lag strat here. Wait, what am I doing? I thought we was going to bubble. So, I've been having this issue for some reason where as soon as I get done with Quick Man, I'm freaking going into freaking Bubble Man, and I don't know why I just started doing this, like out of the fucking blue, man. I cannot, just today, I cannot break myself from going to Bubble Man after Quick, and I don't even know where it even came from. Like, why am I going to Bubble after Quick? I did it in practice today, had never done it, and I've been talking about it ever since. So, yeah, we're on to Metal Man. We got through the drill section good. Boy, my brain's all kinds of woof. Treble underneath clown gear. Bagler also underneath, both with really good item twos, but you can see the difference in the placements here. Bagler's going to fall a little bit before the spring guy coming up, where he can just walk off and then swap to his weapon after he's down on the ground. Where Creble's got to pause mid-air to swap to Quick to get the extra velocity over to clear the spring dude. And then trying to, like, I mean, I don't mind bustering Bubble, but I ain't trying to buster Bubble in a normal zipless race. Fantastic jumps from Creble, but once again, Bagler for the third time getting medal to jump. I don't think it's really hurting too much time-wise, but it's enough when Creble's getting it clean like that. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Creble's moving along. Now we're going into Michael Bublé, man. But he ain't singing no Christmas music. He's bringing some frogs, and he's wanting the frogs to do some major damage to you. I guess technically it'll be minor damage, but just wants you to fall into the pit. Creble a little bit to the left. Very nicely done, though. Beautiful job by both. It's really nice item 2 strat. Creble not getting into that menu. Losing one more attack. Oh, Bagler missing the jump, though. Nacho Libre. Bypassing that extra man. Bagler definitely has the fish part really down and nice. Really clean every time he's came through that fish. Great jump by Creble right there. Bagler a little bit off, but no shame in that because that jump is a pain. Alright, both boys past the fish. Creble with the great jump over the fish, or over the frog. Bagler not taking a hit this time. Jumping through the last section of the waterfall. Great stage design though. You start out at a waterfall, you go underwater, and then you come back out at a waterfall. I think it's a 1 frame. Yeah, I think it's a 1 pixel. Yeah. I think when I first heard it in Duck Fist zip tutorial, I believe he called it 1 frame. But yeah, I think what he meant was 1 pixel. I mean, he would know more than I would. But yeah, that last jump is, you got to hit it. Alright, Creble still in the lead, moving on to Johnny Arbuckle here. Both of them throwing birds at us. What do you think about that, chat? Why are they going to shoot birds at us for? That's so mean, man. We didn't do nothing to you guys. Yeah, it could be, because, I mean, technically, I don't guess there's really any difference in it. Well, I mean, I guess, I can't get into the semantics of that myself, because me is muy stupido, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've always called it 1 frame out of habit, even though it's probably not 1 frame. Great job by Creble coming up. And these very difficult. That mic, oh, that's a good one. I thought that might have been touched too low, but. Holy crap, holy Jesus, oh boy. Creble gonna have to make me go to the bathroom before this runs over if he keeps doing that. Nice recovery though, exceptional recovery on that. Yo, what's up, Nathan? This is race 3, buddy. Creble won the first, Bagler won the second. And here we are. Going down right now. Is Heatman going to bring any pain to any of these guys? Is anybody going to give me a bubble head today? No bubble there. Bagler choosing to race to bubble in. Oh, he tried for the bubble head, but we missed it. Alright, Johnny, what we got? We got a 90 there. We got a, was that a 30? So it looks like we had 2 90s on Creble and a 30-60 on Bagler, or was that a 30-90? I think Bagler might have got a 30-60. It looks like Creble got 2 90s. Whatever it was, we dang near going. It was 30-60 on Bagler and it was 90-90 on Creble, right? I'm like a chameleon, I can't see both things at once. Yeah, almost frame identical. Look at it. Look at that chat coming up. Look at it. Enjoy this, folks. You gotta love this in race, especially this far into it. Dude, that old guy here too, 45, feeling like 145, looking like 945. Really good menus from both too. It's hard to tell who's ahead by fractions right here. Even dropping off the platform at the same time. Great menus. Oh, Bagler taking a little hit. No big deal though. Synced back up due to the lag right there. Everything but the kitchen sink. That's what they better be throwing at it because they're going to come out of this race right here. Synced up perfect menus. Oh, goodness me. And Bagler down with the item too. George Clooney not coming out here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. George Clooney didn't come out for either, but Bagler didn't get a chance to take advantage of a Creble moving in. Got the bird despawn. Got the bird despawn. Oh my god, they're in it now. Bagler's got to be feeling the pressure of it now. If he's watching, he knows. Like, oh my goodness. He's like, I can't be doing this. It's usually like, you think, oh, it's just one mistake. I can move on. But a lot of times it's hard to understand how that is going to do for you mentally because you know you might feel like you have to push something to get it. Are we going to get ground chicken? No. And they can just compound things later and make you miss stuff. Boys into the door. Creblestar slightly ahead. Heating them up here because we're going to see air from Creble later. Alright, nicely done. Nicely done. Enjoy this long cutscene. Oh my goodness, those Pepsis are eating me up as we're moving through Crash Man right here. Oh my goodness. Whatever you do, don't drink 2 Pepsis just before you get ready to race and then do comms. My goodness, I thought I could handle it like an adult. Alright, moving up in here to Crash. Get climbed by Bagler. Treble right behind him. Opting not to go there. Bagler using all 4 to great success. Not too bad from Creble there. Bagler is moving into air. Creble now in air 2 as they both go up against Crash Man. 1 door away. Bagler with a great fight. Creble also with a great fight. I'm not quite as good though, you're correct. Yeah, those magic pixels are really nice. They're nice to see people catching those. Creblestar right behind, folks. Not giving an inch. We're all holding our breath for Wily 4. We know what that means. We know. The best eyebrows in the business. Wiggle from Bagler. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle from Creble. Also, very clean wiggles from the guys. Bagler just a touch cleaner through there. But you're talking about very minimal. Fantastic job from both guys. Bagler's making this climb. Great jump up by Creble. Great jump up by Bagler there also. Bagler's feeling it now, folks. Oh, missing the item 3 there though. Creble also missing it. Up and around. One screen apart as we're going into Pete's Dragon. Bagler with a great menu right there. Okay, quick versus heat. Creble going to look to pick up another second or so right here. If you haven't had a seizure yet, you're one of the few the flash doesn't bother. What a kill by B. Great kill by Creble also. Incredible job into Wily 2. Looking good, boys. Looking good. As we're ripping hard in here to Wily 2, Bagler taking off. The music's got me going. Writing freaking masterpieces over here for a video game. Saber 2 back on that item 2. Let's see if the ticks matter when it gets to the end. Bagler already in flash, opting not to pick up any right here. Chiptunes! I give it to Chipmunks. Looking back Texas by the Chipmunks. Waylon Jennings has a hard time beating that one. Menu nice. Great fast item 1s by Bagler. Really has picked up his efficiency on this third run as he's gotten into the third and fourth ball stages onward. We're seeing why he's up as the 5 seed. Into Piku Piku, which should not be an issue, but can be an issue. It's not like he's never been one. We've all had deaths here that we didn't think we'd ever take. Creble giving us a little dance before it starts there. Bagler into his final 2. Hopping his way to victory. Bagler Cottontail. 2 more for Creble here. Also down with Piku Piku. Slightly behind, but not by much. We're like a damage transfer difference when it comes down to the runs. Alright, swapping on into quick. Typical setup for 99% of the people. I choose to stay in Buster till the end, just on the happen chance that one of those guys at the end drops a weapon energy. I don't want to pick it up real quick, so yeah, I won't swap to quick until I get to the door. I'm sure it's quicker to do it as he's teleporting in. I just bypass having to worry about it. Super good job from both guys. Bagler taking a couple of hits here in the hallway. See if Creble can get through a little bit cleaner. Nope. 3 cycle from Bagler. We almost saw 1 cycle from Creble a while ago. Alright. Creble down with 2 cycles, picking up a little bit of time. A little bit doesn't matter when it comes to this stage. If you mess up, you mess up. Purple Hell, folks. We knew it was going to come down to this. Bagler a little short on his item 3, so choosing not to use it there. Fantastic job there. Very nice job from Bagler on his end. Super job from Creble there. Creble getting some really good item 3 placements here. Alright, making sure we don't have a zip from Creble. That was awful close. Quick up the ladders from Creble. Bagler into pit 2. Creble was dropping down into the first one. Beautiful item 3 from Bagler. Swapping into item 2 while holding the ladder. Or item 1, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, that's so close. Such a risky strat. So a zip is, there are ways to force Mega Man into the ceiling or force his head into the ceiling. And when you do, it will force Mega Man to the right, but at a huge amount of frames. Incredible. Unfortunately, no. Alright, it's the Baglers to lose here. Oh, we got the damage transfer. Nice. Oh, man. Great job by Bagler. Yeah, Weaver, the zip runs are really, really fun to watch. Very technical runs. But yeah, there are ways to force Mega Man up into the ceiling using your item 3 or item 1s. And when you hit it, yeah, it was like this entire screen. Instead of walking this screen that Creblestar is on, you can zip through the entire bottom of this in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, rather than having to walk through it all. So it has enormous time saving potential, being able to do that. Bagler no joking it right here. Creble having issues over here with Boo Beam. Boo Beam not being kind here. Nice damage boost from Bagler off of the air right there. Creble cannot get off that middle edge. Alright, he's got it there. Boo Beam being very unkind. That's a little bit too tall. That's a little bit too tall. Oh, he missed it. Over. Run over. Toast. Spread some butter on him. Unfortunately, Creblestar makes a huge catastrophic mistake here in the third race. To be on the good side, it looks like Bagler would have held him off anyway, even on a really good run. So this is not for Creblestar to feel bad about, even though it is a very costly mistake. Bagler held up his end of the deal in taking out Boo Beam. Because we know whoever misses Boo Beam is going to have the problems. Purple Hell claims another. Fantastic races. Right down to the end. Creble coming up here finishing as the Bagler moves on. Alright, see what we got for the alien. Bagler finishes it up. Let me see if either one of the guys want to get here and chat. Creblestar. The Bagel. We'll see which of the boys want to get in here with me. GG's to Bagler. Done. Our winner. Does he want to finish while he's coming up through here? I hope that was the right link. Yes, normally, but Creble chose to use one of his available crash bombs at the bottom wall here just below where he was, where he's standing at right now. He chose to use one of his crash bombs to blow up that wall and then ledge jump up and around like he's doing there. So instead of item one and up to the middle, he chooses to blow out the bottom wall. Yep. So that's where the time difference is for him. Oh, looks like we got Bagler in the audio here. He'll be in here shortly. Creblestar coming in quick here. On the crash to hit him. Nice. Yeah, if you don't use a damage transfer, you have one crash bomb left, Auschland. If you can manage to do a damage transfer, you can have two left on a basic run. Great job by Creble on that wood kill on Airman. Finishing up strong, boys. Going into bubble here. Missing that third and fourth, I believe it was, but finishing them off very cleanly. 4 medal. What was Wiley thinking? It may be faster for him. It could be a habit, muscle memory. It just could be what he's always done and is comfortable with in a race. Yeah, it's just one of the variations that a lot of people have with this game and the way you can do it. Because he might play Buster only. I know during our Buster only runs, you have to shoot the bottom wall out, so it's possible he's familiar with the Buster only run, so that he just shoots it and goes that route with it. Very possible for that. But I don't know. We could ask him once he gets in here and get Bagler in here. I see Bagler's in our voice chat, but he has not joined the race room here yet. Creble's still putting up a very respectable time right here as he's coming in. Should finish at what, 34:20-ish or so? Did I hear 4:20? $34.15. GG's Creble. Nicely done. Fantastic job. Yeah, we'll get the boys in here while I post up some of these race results. Hopefully they get a chance to get in here.
Hello, hello.
What's up, dude? Fantastic runs, gentlemen.
Well,
Thank
thanks.
you.
GG to the Bagler, man. Man, those 3 races were... That was something.
Dude, y'all were synced up for so long in the 3rd race, like literally frame for frame. Perfect sync through. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, for the longest time. It was great.
I'm going to have to rewatch that. For sure.
Yeah, it sounded like it was pretty close in the second one, too, until, what was it that happened to you in the second race, Rebel?
I think, like, it was... wait, what?
Oh, you said it was Woodman. Woodman
Yeah,
good or something.
Yeah, Woodman Bird, I kind of screwed up that part, so I lost, like, maybe, like 6 to 8 seconds there.
Oof.
But yeah, man, I mean, I was on PB pace quite a lot of times tonight.
I know, dude, you had me scared, man. I was like, dude, this guy's dropping times like 5 seconds off his PB. Like, I'm over here dying in airman. Like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, airman can be such a mental stress because, like, it's once you get through that, it's just like, okay, like, I gotta run now.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Holy. But yeah, it's so scary, man. In races, I choke it every single time.
Yeah, been there, done that. Believe me.
Oh man, so I don't know if you actually saw what happened, but I got a weird despawn on one of the guys, and then I just, like, nothing appeared, and I was like, well, this has never happened. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I was jumping around, took the cloud around like 3 or 4 times, and then I finally, I'm like, all right, I spawned the guy, I'm gonna jump over there, and then I missed the start button. I jumped up in the air, tried to push start, and then I just fell in the pit instead. So I was like, well, you know, take a 1.5 minute bath there. See what I can do.
Yeah, it's always a pain right there because there's so much space to fall.
Yeah.
That's one of the longer deaths too. You know, that's like a boo beam equivalent death at that part too. That's one of the deaths you can't take in a race because it's so long to get back there. You know.
Well, that's why I die there every tournament, because you know it's scary, dude. I'm like sitting there, crazy blood pressure. Yeah.
So it looks like you got turtlenecks. How you feeling about that? You feeling good? Feeling bad? Feeling ready?
I do not feel very confident against Turtle. I'm gonna be totally honest. Turtle's better than I am, straight up. And I lost to him last time because I died in Airman. So it's a little bit ominous. Yeah, dun dun dun. Gotta clean it up a little bit.
Well, maybe you got it out of the race this time. You know. So
yeah. Got it out of the way. Oh. Man, I gotta clean up some of my boss fights too. Some of those quick mans, dude, were just like, I almost died in quick man like 4 out of 6 times I faced them, you know, between the stage and the refights, dude. What am I doing?
One of them died at 2 health, or you killed him when you had 2 health, and maybe the first race. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so close. I was like, no.
Like, please no, dude. Like anything but this. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, well, at least it's the first race.
Yeah. First race, you know, got the jitters still from Airman, right?
Yeah, they just blow it out, just enjoy it. Yeah, Creble was on too. Creble had some really close runs. How close were your PB runs on that Creble? I know that first and second race were really good. I wasn't looking at the timer to be honest with you, but how were they compared to your PBs? I was like, they were great runs.
I think it was the second run, which I think I was like 3 seconds away from my PB or something like that.
Yeah,
could it be
3 seconds, something like that?
So yeah,
30:15.
You got
yeah,
a race time PB back to back, whatever it was, and I was like, "Is this a real PB?" Or
I was getting close. I'm gonna be really honest. I got a couple of really good golds tonight. The refights, I just got a 4.8 second gold right there. So that's a big improvement right there.
Nice. That Woodman on air, or the Wood Strat on air.
Yeah.
Nice.
You both got that. I know. I know Bagler got it in either his second or third match. I was like, I saw he got the wood on air man in the refights. So that's tough to get.
I menued wrong too. I menued the bubble and was like, "Oh god!" I had to switch. I couldn't remember if it was 1 or 2. I'm like, whew.
Yeah, and you don't get that RNG that often too. So you just like when you get it, you almost like stumble on your usual movement. You know?
Yep.
So it looks like our next race is Sunday, Mr. Cav versus Kiwatar. Is that how you pronounce that, Kiwatar? Or am I saying that completely wrong?
Just asking the wrong person.
Q, we're just going to call him Q. Yeah, Cav and Kiwatar is 9:30 in the morning Sunday, so that West Coast is going to have to be getting up at 6:30 a.m. for that one. So any of you guys out in California and Washington, oh, y'all better be getting up early. But yeah, Bagler, you on to Turtle. Who else do we have in the tournament? Satoko and Zernes is another round 3. That's going to be a great one. And then
Let me check out the bracket here.
Yeah, we got McBob is waiting on Warm Cabin to get scheduled up. Giochi's waiting on Tom. Or Tom's waiting on Giochi. We're waiting on that matchup also. So
that might be coming this weekend. Last I heard, I'm not sure. I think Tom said he's been trying to get a hold of him. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, Tom's been getting some practice in too. He's picking up some good times on his run. So yeah, the brackets look pretty good. Yeah, if you guys got anything else you want to talk about, hang out, or mention, bring up, shout out?
I don't think so. Just thanks for the races, Creble. Those were fun. Glad we got to have a race 3 there.
Yeah, I mean, and I almost thought about forfeiting on Wily 4, but I just thought, to hell with it. Let's just finish it. But yeah, man, those races were really good. I can't wait to watch them back. That's for sure. And thanks everyone for having me in the tournament. Also, I mean, it was super fun. And yeah, I mean, it's
Creble, before you go, Austin had a question. It says, "What about the choice of blow out the bottom wall and boo beam? I noticed you do that in your boo beam fight. Is that just something you used to? Do you play a lot of Buster only and do that, or
I think it's just
comfortable?
I think it's just that I ran out of item 1.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed it in one of the other races. I was like, oh, he's blowing out the bottom wall with Crash. I was like, he must. Our first thought was he plays Buster only.
Yeah, I mean the usual strat that I do, like I place my item 1, I jump, and I get the top right one first. Mm-hmm. Like that's usually like the fastest strat. But I don't know what happened. I kind of screwed something up, and I got either a hit or fell down while trying to jump on the upper left ledge, and that's where I had to bust up the wall to climb back.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was watching it and I'm old. My eyes can't keep up with both of them. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? It's like he's doing this, you know. So I did miss some of it, but yeah, I didn't. But yeah, Austin was asking about that. All right, dudes. Gotcha. Anything else you want to say before we head out this piece?
Nope, just thanks for doing comms, Cobra, and thanks SpeedGaming for having us.
Yeah, I
appreciate the SpeedGaming.
That's all I got. See y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, man.
All right, Creble, Bagler, y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's night. We'll see y'all next time. Everybody have a wonderful night out there. Peace.
Peace out.